3, 2, 1. What up, world? It's your boy GM, Talkingshift, and welcome to episode 3. But we're gonna call this like the first installment of the Average Joe podcast.
You know?
Nah. Today we got my boy, my boy Joe Helu in the building.
What up? What up?
Longtime friend. I've known him since back in the day.
Take it back.
Yeah, man.
Real back.
So former, maybe still, kind of, hip hop artist.
Man,
That creativity never leaves.
Nah,
That's always in there. That's kind of like, I always saw you around Redwood City, but we didn't really kind of like link up until we started to.
It was I think it was at like part of the East Bay. We just got cut.
That night.
I think we went walking for cigarettes.
100%. We hopped that fence. Was there a fight or something?
I forgot.
I just remember being at the party.
Yeah.
And we just we're like, man, we out of there. Let's go get some cigarettes.
Yeah. Shout out to Linda.
Yeah.
She brought us together.
You know what? I think I always say it. That's why I think back in the day I thought you didn't like me for the longest.
Why?
Because I thought you guys were like friends. Friends.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people thought that.
That's how I think that's kind of how we met. We met through a mutual friend, Linda Lee. She's a cool friend, man. But and then we I got to see you grow from. Were you trying to do music when you were younger, or was it just something that kind of just the opportunity arose and you were like, fuck it, let's do this?
Nah, I mean, as cliche as it sounds, like I used to write poetry. Mm-hmm. You know, just like every other good artist.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm a good artist.
That's what the good artists do.
But that's usually where they start, man. You know, you start just rhyming words, and then all of a sudden, everything just starts rhyming together.
Yeah.
Start throwing a beat. Fuck it.
Yeah. So we were talking about us three. We were talking because as always, my boy Charlie over here, man. We gotta get you, man. Come on. Anytime you want to say something, man, hop in too. But as long as I don't remember what I was gonna say. But like when we first started kicking it after that one night, right? Mm-hmm. The opportunity kind of arose to start messing with everybody to kind of make some music.
At the studio, Justin, Danny, and all them.
Mm-hmm. But I remember kind of like, for me, I don't know if it's like the pinnacle of your career, but I would say so. Like when you were on Wild 94.9.
Oh yeah.
When you were on the morning show, right? Yeah,
they had that what was it called? Damn, I can't remember what that shit was called.
Yeah, what was it? It was like
it was just
freestyle something.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Freestyle King. Were you the first Freestyle King?
Nah, they had this dude named Unanimus. Yeah, he's from San Ho.
Okay.
Yeah, that motherfucker spit.
Yeah.
So, it started off.
Did you battle him?
Yeah. So it started off. I think I hit up Selena. I think that was her name. She on the JV show. Mm-hmm. I hit her up and I sent her a song. Fuck, was it me or I don't know. Somehow we got Danny's song to get played on the radio, like something in the morning.
Okay.
And then I stayed in communication with them, and then they're all like, "Oh, like we would love to play more of your music, but how you feel about being a part of this Freestyle King thing we have going on every Friday morning?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yo, that sounds dope."
Yeah.
And I always thought Danny had it, so I was like, "Yo, Danny, there's this dude. He's been chanting for like 3-4 weeks, whatever. Mm-hmm. You gotta come in and take him out."
And then what happened after that?
He lost.
Oh, so wait, he went on before you?
He went. Oh yeah, he did a week. He did the first.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So pretty much it was gonna be everyone. Like it was gonna start off with Danny, and then either Will, Justin, or me gonna go up next just to see if one of us could beat this dude.
Okay.
So Danny lost.
Okay.
And then the week I came on.
Was that the next week?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the next week right after that.
Damn, they said, man, we're going to get the whole crew in here first.
Yeah, one by one.
Shout out to Wild 94.9 for fucking rocking with the team like that.
Yeah, a little bit. You know.
So you go up against Unanimus, right? And you finally actually dethrone him, yeah?
Yeah, it took 2 weeks though, because the first week I actually tied.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then second week you tied, and then how did that? What did you tie? What song did you tie on? What beat was that? Or was it like
the first one we did, I think, because what it was is they gave you a topic.
Okay.
They would shoot you a topic, and then you'd have 24 hours to fucking record, I think, like a minute or something.
Yeah.
And then you send it in, and then once it get approved, they just slap it on the next morning. Okay. So I think the first week we went up against each other. I think it was video games or some shit.
That was like that game over.
That game over, yeah, man. I found that beat, bro.
Beat or whatever.
Bro, that shit was fire. I fucked with it.
That was the one you won, right? Or that's the one you tied?
That's the one we tied. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was throwing shots though.
Yeah.
Lightweight.
So do you remember any? What do you think was like your hardest bar off of that whole thing?
I can't even remember, bro. I mean, I could probably pull it up.
Yeah.
I got shit saved on my fucking.
What?
Nah, it's like on my email and shit.
What was the one? What was the one that actually you dethroned him?
I think it was the week after that we did Apple, the tech company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the subject.
That was the subject of the week. Okay. Yeah.
And then did they give you a certain beat or like?
Nah, so they just gave you the topic and then everything else was up to you, bro.
Oh, you could pick the beat and
whatever. You pick the beat. You pick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you just write your bars, bro.
How long did you stay champ for?
I think like 6 weeks.
Yeah, cause I remember you were on there for a hot minute.
Yeah, man, that shit was fun, bro.
Did anybody ever hold it longer than you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, cause
I honestly stopped paying attention after I lost, cause yo, that shit was bullshit, bro. My Halloween one, that's the week I lost.
Yeah,
my Halloween one was fire.
Oh man, I remember that. Like, oh man, that was so tight. I was actually waking up every morning hella early, like, oh man, my boy about to get it. He about to smoke this motherfucker right here. Yeah. Can you play it off there?
Can I?
Yeah, play it. Put it up to the mic. It should go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo. Hey. JB.
Yeah, that little game beat in the background.
Yeah. This the one you actually dethrone him?
Nah, this is a tie.
Okay.
Mama bought me some Play-Doh. Put the pieces together and build a castle with Legos. Kidnap me, your princess, back to the future like Halo. I got a need for speed, but my connection's getting weak. 100, I promise I go faster than Sonic. I go harder than Onyx. Ash couldn't catch him, be honest. Call of Duty, you newbies. I got my hands tied and my eyes closed. Got a golden gun, I'm 00. Call me James Bond, I'm killing dude. Hey, now they want to kick it like FIFA. Hey.
Yeah, man, nah, that shit was cool.
nah. Hey, man, that shit was tight, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
That shit was fun, bro. I mean, just waking up every Friday morning for like a month and a half and just hearing your voice on the radio.
Hell yeah, you got the whole city rooting for you.
You got the whole city, bro. Everyone was showing love. Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat.
Yeah, man.
So when I first hopped on, they started off with like voting. They had like this little voting thing going on where you go onto the website.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you try to get as much people to vote as you can. Shit.
I think was it the time that you actually lost.
They switched the how they determined the winner. They switched it over to 3 judges.
Oh.
Yeah, that shit was trash.
You had the whole area on lock rooting for you too,
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, everyone showing love.
Yeah, man.
You know what's funny too is that morning I actually didn't wake up on time to hear it. So I woke up to text messages like, man, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I was like, bro, I'm just waking up, dog. At least let me get a cup of coffee. Y'all just gonna break my heart like this.
Oh, man.
Dude, my Halloween one, though, bro. It's Halloween right now, man. I can
slap it. Play
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some exclusives. I don't even remember these.
Man, it's like 2-3 years ago. Yo, this shit.
This is like when I moved back from Vegas.
I think so.
Have you ever seen a dead body? The preacher couldn't save him, and Jason just murdered Scotty. With a mess like that, you would think Jason probably played hockey. With a pass like that, I would have probably killed everybody. Cause Freddy's coming to get you, and Chucky's under your bed. And there's people riding on horses with flaming pumpkins as heads. And the destination is final, like the urban legend said. Make a wrong turn on the highway, you'll probably be left for dead. Cause there's women and children screaming, grim reapers and demons. Pray to God that you dreaming, and pray that you don't get eaten. Zombies is out here creeping. Brains,
bro, I don't know. I was just finding these beats on like YouTube and shit. Like, bro, they only gave you like 24 hours. That's not enough time for you to like really find a producer. Like, yo, I need this beat by tomorrow. Like, I gotta go fucking studio and record this shit. Yeah. Like every Friday, as soon as I got the thing that I won, like I just had to hit up Rico. That was our recording engineer at the time. Yeah. I'm like,
what was the name of that studio again?
The Sound Theory.
The Sound Theory. Is he still doing his thing?
I don't know, man.
I remember he had a kid.
And he had a kid. He kind of slowed things down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went a couple times to record, and he kind of just seemed out of it, though. You know, that new parent life. Yeah. Shit, I could relate.
I can't. One day, man. Soon enough.
Yeah, nah, man. That shit was cool. Yeah, so every time I won, you know, I had to hit up Rico and be like, yo, I need a session next week. Lock me in. I got to do another week.
Yeah, man. Man, it must have been a cool experience, bro, to actually be able to say, be like, man, I got my music on the radio. Not once, not twice, but like, you know, 7 weeks, 7 weeks in a row.
7 weeks straight, yeah.
That's tight. And to dethrone a dude like Unanimus, I remember
that
he
dude
was
hard, raw, bro.
Yeah, he got real MC,
and he could real life spit.
And he was really doing it for a long time before then. How long were you actually like really spitting before? You know what I mean? At that point, you know what I mean?
Oh, how long I've been making music?
Like at that point,
like a year or two.
Yeah, like a couple years at most. Yeah, it was like something new for you.
Yeah.
You know, so that was hard, man.
Yeah, man.
That was a dope experience.
Nice little.
And that was kind of like a solo thing, but
in a way, yeah.
You know, like what really kind of how we met each other was when you started making music with you know the boys, everybody in Real Reality.
Real Reality.
So what was that? How did that you know all transpire? How did everybody meet up in that group?
Shit. Drunk nights at the studio, you know, motherfuckers acting stupid. Yeah, don't give 6 drunk motherfuckers Pro Tools. Like they do some stupid shit. Yeah, but yeah, we did come out with some fire out that little fucking garage.
1862, man. That
18 was weekends at 1862, bro. Shout out, Bombay Sapphire.
Hey, man. And
Bombay Sapphire.
Autographs on the wall just to make sure it was like real.
Yeah. If your name ain't on that wall, bro, I don't know.
It wasn't.
You ain't really from Redwood.
Hey, real shit. So you guys were doing music, you know, solid. You guys were making like, you know, studio album type music and performing it, going, you know what I mean, like really doing it, like.
That shit was cool.
Yeah, what was that whole process like?
I mean, just doing hella shows, bro. Like, I felt like we were just our own managers at the time. I mean, we didn't really have anybody really fucking with us. We had kind of just do it on our own. Yeah. Hit it up, fucking promoters, like, trying to get shows, and, you know.
You were doing stuff from, I mean, San Francisco to Oakland to San Jose.
San Jose. We went to the East Bay a couple times. The biggest one was, I went in Vegas at you,
yeah, that one was tight.
That one was tight, bro. The Hard Rock. Sheesh.
Yeah. That was tight, man. Shout out my man Christian, man. He made that all possible. My boy, he runs Tuesday Blend.
They still doing that?
Yeah. He still has the Tuesday Blend thing popping off. I mean, it's cool because like for Las Vegas, you know, everything there is 21 and over. Yeah. And they really made a cool little venue, a little thing for people like 18 and up. Yep. Still 21 and up into, you know, they got alcohol and everything, full bar, but it's a spot where people that are 18 and up can go too. Exactly. So it's cool because you got the local people, like the real people that are in the culture that, you know what I mean? And I remember about that show, like, you guys didn't know nobody in Vegas.
Hell no.
You came through to a crowd that had no idea who you were.
Nope.
And they still was rocking with you.
That was rocking with us, bro. Yeah, they heard Bay Area. Vegas got love for Bay Area, bro.
Hey, Vegas got mad love for the Bay. A lot, you know, I got to say, like, the majority of the big hitters out there are Bay Area cats.
Oh, yeah.
Or people that got ties to the Bay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's where like Jeezy blew up, didn't he?
Yeah. Doing like, club shows, club appearances. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he big out there for that. Yeah. Good thing we don't got cameras in here. Soon enough, man. We growing, we figuring this thing out, bruh.
Mm-hmm. I
got my guy. We teamed up right here, and thanks to him, we got it. I've been talking about this Talkingshift for years. Like this isn't. That's why when people talk about like overnight sensations, there just ain't no such fucking thing. Like,
hard work, dedication. You gotta start from somewhere.
You gotta stick to the fucking route, and you fucking see it through. You know what I mean? You and you work hard, bruh.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad that I finally got it going though. You know what I mean?
No,
fucking
just like us and the boys, bro, going from the garage to hard rock.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
So you haven't like recorded, done anything music for how long you think now?
2 years. About 2 years.
Yeah. 2 years, yeah. I mean, I know that you got a son now. How's your son?
He's 8 in December.
Damn, I didn't realize that. Shoot, man, I'm feeling
Don't test me like
now.
that again.
I'm feeling old now myself. Shit. Oh.
Yeah, man.
You think about ever trying music, messing with it again, or even if it's just for fun or anything, or are you just kind of like, nah, that was fun. It was something I did.
I mean, not solo.
Yeah.
The whole reason I did it is because I had my boys with me. That's what made it fun.
Yeah.
And that's what I loved about it.
Yeah.
So once that was gone, it was just like, well, shit.
What do I do now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, man, but you had talent, man. Like, not say that it's to waste. You know what I mean? Creativity can be expressed in everything in life. You know what I mean? But be dope to see some, see some Joe Helu stuff come out. You know what I mean?
Man, maybe. Never know.
What's daddy life like, man?
Daddy life, man, it's busy, it's tiring. I literally love taking naps.
Well, shoot, you're lucky because now you're at the stage where you can. Nobody's screaming all damn night.
No, fuck no.
Yeah.
Yeah, he grown. He take naps with me. Actually, he don't even like taking naps with me. That little motherfucker. He just hop on Fortnite.
Yeah, he be getting it, huh?
He be getting it. He be talking mad shit too.
What he be saying?
I gotta pull that shit away. He's just, you hella doo-doo, brother.
That's hilarious. I
think I might have taught him that one, but
I can see it too, bro. I can see it. Oh.
Yeah, now he don't be cussing though, like them other little white boy kids you see on like fucking World Star and shit. Those motherfuckers.
They be hyphy, bro.
They be fucking wildin', bro.
Hey, man.
That's crazy.
All kind of racist ass shit, too.
Hell
like, no filter.
Mom's right next to him and shit. Like, you gonna slap him?
Well,
she over there recording, laughing.
That's Kentucky. Nah. Shout out to all my folks from Kentucky that rock with me. If there's any out there. Soon, there's going to be some people in Kentucky fucking with me. That's the cool thing about this, man. Like, I mean, same thing with music, bro. Like, you never know who you can
reach
touch,
out
who
to,
you can inspire. Yeah, you know what I mean? Back when you were doing music, you ever like hear from people you never met from like random ass places?
Yeah, Twitter, bro. Like on Twitter, you get random messages from dudes like, "Yo, like your music's
what's
fire,
the craziest
bro.
place you heard somebody like hear your music at?"
Fuck, I forgot what there's this one thing I put our music on. I forgot. It was some weird ass platform, but they would play it like on this online radio shit. I can't even remember, bro. It's like somewhere in Europe, bro.
Yeah. Some weird.
We got some weird ass comparisons too. It's like, yeah, these dudes remind me of like Flatbush Zombies, and I was like, oh, it's kind of lit.
Yeah.
Like,
I was talking to Bennett. He was Bennett Roth Newell. He was one of my last guests, and we were talking because he's also from the Bay Area, Redwood City Peninsula, and we were just talking about how there's no venues. Whether it's Redwood City or anywhere along the peninsula, there's no venues for like young
upcoming artists.
Like if anything, maybe like the Redwood City Underground will have you like let you do a small show or something.
Yeah,
but like
not anymore.
To really throw like a I don't want to say like urban show, but you know what I mean, like a hip hop event. Like all the places out here kind of are won't let you do it unless you want to go to a nightclub.
Yeah, they kind of steer away from that kind of shit, bro.
Yeah.
Especially out in the peninsula area, at least.
Which is unfortunate because I think it kind of it limits the creativity of the people there because, you know what I mean? Like, they're like, well, I love this music. I want to make this kind of music, but I don't have nowhere to perform it. Especially, like, for the young kids. Like, what, they can't go to a nightclub. Like, where are they going to be able to express, you know, like, some creativity? Which kind of brings me, because you were doing some event type thing, right? You were doing some events.
Yeah. I tried that out after music. I tried doing this. It was like, I call it the Purple Waves art show.
Yeah.
But it was mostly like just for artists in general, like not just people fucking making music, but I had people
creators.
doing spoken word.
Mm-hmm.
Artists like Castro.
Yeah.
Who did that mural right there on Middlefield. Have you peeped that?
I haven't got to see it in person yet, man.
That
I need
fire,
to,
bro.
man. I need to. I feel bad. I feel guilty that I haven't. Dude.
Yeah, man.
Shout out Castro. I got to get him on here.
Yeah. Oh, you definitely got to get his ass on here.
That's Redwood Originals.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doing big things. He's doing big things. But yeah, it was cool. I had a bunch of artists like Castro come, and they were just showcasing their art.
Mm-hmm.
I had people selling their clothing, people selling jewelry and shit, like, and then I had a couple performances, you know, people making music, doing some spoken word, all that shit. Like, that shit was lit, bro.
It was beautiful, man, and that's what the Bay needs.
Yeah, and
we need more places where people can be creative and express it. You know
and
what I mean?
really wish I could have kept going with it, but
we gonna talk. We gotta try to do something. We gotta keep that shit. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I had some falling out with the partners.
Yeah, Talkingshift would love to be help people in the Peninsula Bay Area create. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Nah, that shit was
and your
real
boy,
fun,
Entrepreneur Negro. I always been, man. As long as you know me, I always been about the hustle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, from elevated state, like, to shit. You know, any little hustle, bro. Little hustle, bro. I could try to, legal for the most part. For the most part. Oops, sorry, dog. That's my guard dog. Y'all better watch out.
Yeah, I better watch out. Yeah.
Nah, but I like going down memory lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talk with people that
Bro, I was looking at those old elevated state photos, bro. Back in the day.
And it was we had a little little community around. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That shit was cool, man.
Man, when we were young, man, it seemed like there was just a lot of unity, togetherness. You know what I mean? Shoot, we need to get that back, bro. You know?
I wish we could.
Shit, especially shoot, like since like Raul passed away. You know what I mean? He was like
man.
The king of
R.I.P.
Trying to get some unity. You know, a sense of togetherness amongst all the people. You know what I mean?
Yo, that was he was one of the most realest motherfuckers I've ever met. Yeah. There's always love every time I seen the dude.
Rest in peace, man. Raul Chavez, man, that was my brother, bro. That was actually, I mean, shit, you knew. When I first moved to Redwood City when I was 6, he was my neighbor. Yeah. So he was literally the first motherfucker I knew in Redwood.
Exactly.
Like, since day one, we would fucking. I remember at his older sisters, every time they would have like friends sleeping over, we'd always try to go fuck with them, man. Like just be annoying, like just to fuck with the older sister, and always try to get the attention of the girls or whatever. But it was just for it was just being fun, just being little, man. He really was the person to push me kind of outside of my shell. Him and Miracle, because like me, I love my group of people, but I'm not really the type to go out and try to meet new people like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
And he would always push
That's
me.
That's why it took so long for us to meet.
For real. But he was always the type to always want to push the function. You know what I mean? He wants to, like, what are we doing next? Where are we, like, what are we doing, y'all? You know what I mean? Him and Moses, man, they were the king of that. Oh, sometimes too much. Sometimes we're like, man, it's time to go home.
Yeah, fuck all this.
Man, 2 Redwood City originals, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy life. Yeah, we ain't got to get into all that. Nah, man. Shoot, but like I was telling you earlier, this isn't it's not an interview. We just chopping it up, bro. We just
shooting the shit.
Yeah, man. So and it's cool because I'm learning this as I go. You know what I mean? I'm learning. He's teaching me so much about audio and all the right and wrong things that I was doing trying to make this podcast happen.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like that's the best way to learn.
Yeah, for sure.
I was hands on.
We were talking about how long I've been trying to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I had most of this equipment, 3 years ago, and I just, for whatever reason or another, I just couldn't make it all happen. But finally, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to go outside of your comfort zone and, make those connections to make shit happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I did. Shout out Charlie, man. For real. Always, bro. Man. Them elevated state days, those were tight. It was tight,
that
man.
little Illuminati eye.
Killuminati, bro.
Killuminati.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. What you been doing, like, to satisfy those creative juices, or like, cause you were even like interested in business type stuff too. You know what I mean? We were chopping it up. You were trying to learn a little bit about stocks, huh?
Yeah. I try to dig into there, but I ain't get my pockets ain't deep enough, man.
Out?
I found out I'm a broke ass motherfucker.
Now, what was it that got you into like trying to mess with the finances?
Man, I was talking to one of my boys, and he's into it. Yeah, I mean he's not like deep into it where he knows enough to like teach me. Mm-hmm. But he's like, man, it was like, might as well have my money making money while I'm not doing nothing. Like if I'm off the clock, like I want my money to still be,
making money.
Yeah,
it should be working for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Instead of just wasting it on bullshit. Yeah.
Collecting dust,
and then you just go end up spending that bitch anyways.
Yeah. That's
But man, that shit's tough.
I was, I was a weird little kid, man. I was like 10 years old watching like History Channel documentaries, always trying to learn something. But I would also like watch the stocks randomly, and like, I never knew exactly what was going on, but I'd get like, oh, okay, the markets are up right now. If I had money, you know what I mean? Probably be not the best time to buy shit, or you know what I mean? Like it's high right now, probably best time to sell. Like just, different things, and we could talk business, but
see, that's something they should like have in schools.
Yeah, man, schools need a huge facelift.
Yeah, so.
Or not even a facelift. It needs a mechanical overhaul. the underneath the hood.
Yeah, they took out a lot of good programs out of schools, bro.
Shoot,
like, they don't even have wood shop. They don't have.
They stopped trying to teach you how to do things with your hands, and now there's no skilled labor around.
That's why all these kids soft.
Wonder why.
Nah.
Hey, 100%. Yeah, man. I was talking. I forget who I was talking with, but people get comfortable behind the screen, behind the keyboard. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah.
I don't know what it is. Why people like think like, oh, I could say this over the internet and nobody's gonna punch me in my face. Like sometimes a motherfucker might go track your ass down.
The Tekashi route. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, Tekashi, man, he sang like a bird. He went up on Tekashi, man. He went on that stand and he told on everybody and more, bruh. Not only did he just snitch, but he was trying to give a dissertation about everything too. You think that this motherfucker? Do you think that he was actually? I don't know. I didn't like really do no research or homework on it.
Neither did I.
You think he was like a fed or something before?
Nah, he was just fucking He just tried to get into that lifestyle, and he was not ready.
That's what happened, bro. Like, when people that ain't really about that street life get a little bit of money and try to kick it with some real street motherfuckers, and then they realize, oh, shit, I'm not a street motherfucker. And when the shit really goes down, then they're like, oh, fuck, I really wasn't cut out for this, huh? You know what I mean? It be like that, bro. It be like that.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And just to see it happen, like, in a major platform, hip-hop.
And they were saying like the day after he got caught up is like he was like already starting to tell.
Oh yeah.
He didn't.
They didn't even ask him. They didn't ask that motherfucking shit.
Did he?
He said it was him.
Yeah. What was like? Do you guys like what happened with He was like bringing up everybody else into the shit too, like.
Yeah, he like threw in Jim Jones, Cardi B.
Was it true? Was the Cardi B one true? I heard that he didn't really bring up Cardi B or something. I don't know. That's what like certain.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I didn't really dig into it, bro.
Yeah, I'm not a news outlet, you know. We just talk current events. I just talk to motherfuckers shit. Nah. I mean, it'd be tight.
But that's really that Tekashi shit, bro. Motherfuckers just be talking online.
Yeah.
I don't think nothing's gonna happen.
That
shit gonna happen.
You think he'd be able to, like, actually go anywhere and be safe after this? Like, nobody's gonna, like, even if he changes his hair, covers all of his tattoos, like, people are gonna know who this motherfucker is.
Nah, he can't hide, bro.
If he comes out without a contract, I'll be surprised.
What do you mean?
Like a hit on him.
Oh.
I thought you meant like a music contract.
Yeah, no. He's for sure. People are gonna want to get at him. But I'm saying, like, if he goes into witness protection, he goes off to some fucking weird ass middle of the nowhere town. There's still gonna be some teenager that knows who the fuck Tekashi is, and he's like,
he has a record deal right now too, right?
Supposedly. That was like a rumor, but there ain't no paperwork. Ain't nobody. I mean, it's just all like, internet talk.
You know, with this modern era, we're in a kind of we're in a time where a motherfucker could go ahead and, you know, do all that, and people are still gonna go rock with him.
Yeah. You know, I was actually talking to one of my boys about that. He was a big Tekashi fan. He still is. And I was like, dude, how can you fuck with someone like that? He's like, bro, I don't fuck with him because I fuck with him. I just like his music.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was like, but his music's trash too. Like, you know.
yeah.
It's just all like, dude, like, he was like, he even said it, bro. He's all like, yo, if he come out, he's keep making music, I'm still gonna fuck with him.
And you know what? His fans are, you know what I mean? They're the type to not give a fuck if he snitch. Because, you know what I mean? Like, that's what happened when gangster rap died out, you know what I mean? And it was no longer cool to be not even just hard, but, you know what I mean? Just be a solid motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, now I don't know. It's just the opposite of that. Like, like now it's cool to, you know, be soft, I guess. I don't know. It's a soft culture now. It's unfortunate. I think that's what happens, like, when everything becomes cushioned and padded walls, you know what I mean? And everything's like a PC
you start
world.
babying all these kids growing up and shit, bro.
Yeah, man. Some of these kids need ass whoopings.
Yeah.
Some kids need fucking
I ain't gonna lie,
get
bro.
a fucking belt.
I don't hit my son.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah. But some kids, you know what I mean? Some kids need to get that ass beat. You know what I mean? Like, some kids be
just a little backhand.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Just a little kick to the face. Nothing major, you know?
Elbow.
Yeah. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not advocating fucking violence on children.
No, never.
But, you know, like, most of the societal ills could be kind of mitigated, I would say, by good parenting. And there's a severe lack of good parenting and engaged parenting. Like, it's one thing to just kind of, like, listen in through one ear and then out the other while you're sitting there looking at a TV screen. But it's another thing to, like, actually be engaged in your child and, you know what I mean? And teach them, like, the wrongs and the rights and why it's important to be a person of high integrity and, you know what I mean? Be the type of person to not want to go stand on the stand, you know what I mean? And straight up point the finger just like that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You know, that's the first thing you teach your kids, man. Yeah. No tattletale.
Yeah. Especially, like, I always say, because I come from, you know, that martial arts background, like, discipline. It's an important thing that most kids ain't learning these days. They think that everything's going to be handed to them. Yeah, and it's kind of like how people rely on the government. Everybody thinks that, like, the government is there to take care of them. It's like, no, you are supposed to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
The government is there to, I don't know what the government's there for.
Regulate, I guess.
I don't know. You know, I think sometimes they're just going way too much, but, you know, I'm not into the politics and all that. I used to be,
but fuck Donald Trump.
Yeah. You know what, for me, I used to, like how I was talking about, I would watch the stocks and shit when I was a kid. I would always watch the news. But it just got to the point where it's like, man, at some point you got to realize that these are both two sides of the same coin. And, like, if you want there to be some type of change, there needs to be monumental change. Like just changing this little law or this little thing, that's not going to change it. You got to change government. You got to change politics. You got to change the whole establishment. Now, I'm not saying like, hey, we got to go fucking overthrow the government. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm saying.
Rewrite the Constitution.
But there needs to be some sort of changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That I would never want to go be a president though. You know, like for real, it's like a.
Some people shouldn't be president.
For sure. It's like being a cop though. You know, like it's one of those jobs that no matter even if you're the best type of cop, motherfuckers don't like you.
Nah.
No matter what. You know what I mean? It's like that times a million being the president. You know what I mean? It's just somebody it's just somebody there to point their finger at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, but like Kanye West said, no one man should have all that power.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, the Constitution was made when people were like riding
back in
on
like
horseback.
1700s, dog.
People were riding on horseback.
I'm not saying it needs to be like.
The Constitution was made to be updated.
Yeah.
Never updated it.
Never.
The guns need to stay though. Just saying. Just saying. That's the only thing I will debate. Motherfucker, like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that on a later date, though. Nah, but, you know, like, I just wanted to thank you, though, for, you know, last minute hopping on the show. You know what I mean?
I was just going to come watch.
Yeah. At first, he was just supposed to come on and be a spectator, but somebody fell through. And you know what? You showed out and came through and, you know, stepped in when it needed to happen. So
hey, whenever you need me,
I appreciate you. And for
Joe.
sure, we're definitely gonna have you back on here, chop it up. You know what I mean? I love having you on here. Love having, you know, the fam on. Always chop it up. Anything you ever working on,
hell yeah,
come through, tell the world about it. For sure.
You never know. Next time I might get some music out. Nah.
Oh, something, man. That'd be tight, man.
That'd be crazy.
Come through, man.
Hey, you always welcome in. You want to record?
I'm telling
you.
Yeah,
damn, that's
man.
crazy.
We can get this. But nah, man. You're not on social no more, huh?
You can find me on Snapchat.
What's the if you want to let them know? You want to let them know?
Hojelu.
Hojelu.
HOEJELU. Holla at your boy.
my man, Joe Helu. Check out his old stuff if you can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, you probably found me on SoundCloud still.
Root Reality on YouTube, SoundCloud.
I ain't one of those SoundCloud rappers. I ain't got tats on my face, but
yeah. Nah, none of that. No shit. But nah, man, I appreciate you coming on. We gonna have you on again.
Oh, good.
Soon,
Hell
man.
yeah. All love.
Right on, bro. Hey, man. Talkingshift. It's your boy GM. Man, Charlie here. Signing off. We gonna talk to you soon. One love.
I want to go grab a drink.
Ooh, we can smoke some.